Okay, hey, welcome, buddy. No, I'm not going on camera today. Even though I'm feeling a little better, I'm still not quite 100%. So I'm just not gonna go get myself prettied up for this. So you just have to look at my avatar as people start coming in. I have given people the links. Brandon, you have the link. Christ Puncher, you have the link. Kim has a link, Little Red has a link, and a few other people have the link.
Okay,
so
hey,
if you want to
welcome,
come on
buddy.
in, please
No,
let
I'm
me
not
know.
going on
and I will
camera
get the
today.
link.
Even though I'm feeling a little better, I'm still not
Make sure that I turn off all my
quite
audios
100%.
here. One second. What am I getting at audio from?
I'm gonna go get myself pretty
Uh,
for this.
There we go. Okay, that's fixed. So I already got some people coming in here. All right. So, anyways, as you guys might be know by now, there's a lot of stuff coming out, and Cheshire, myself, and other people have a long-standing thing is we don't address accusations, we address evidence. A lot of evidence is coming out as being mired by more misinformation, which I think is ridiculous. Look, if you're going to put out information, if you're going to put something out as factual, you do it all or nothing. You now I don't mind piecemealing it. Look, I can only put out so much. I do that, right? We get that. But you don't manipulate people, and you don't put out misinformation. You don't cut videos to make it sound like somebody's saying something they don't do. They're not saying. That's just not how you go about doing any of these things, right? So, oh, by the way, can you hear me? Make sure you can hear me. Right, I didn't
I
check
can.
the
I
outside.
thought you were talking about the live chat, but I can.
Yeah, make sure the live chat can hear me. So we were over on Little Red's channel. If you guys have not subscribed to Little Red, please go subscribe to her. Her channel is listed in the video description. She'll be doing a lot more of these. That's going to be her shtick, I guess. Knock herself out. I don't do a lot of these because I just don't find a reason to. Matter of fact, I was actually going to do this on the Great Debate Community channel. I just now realized I'm actually doing this on my main channel. That was not my intent. I actually was going to do this on the Great Debate Community channel, so my apologies. My apologies for that. That was accidental. I had told everybody that I was going to be on the Great Debate Community channel. Oops. So I don't really want to go start over again to do on that channel. I don't really want this stuff on my particular main channel, merely for the fact that I'm trying to get back into the more science and the physics and the mathematics and the philosophy, the stuff that I enjoy doing, right? But it's okay that's on this channel, I guess, but it was accidental, so I do apologize for that. I didn't even think about it. I'm just so used to streaming to this channel. But it is what it is. The people that subscribe to this channel for the math stuff is just going to have to not watch this video, right? But the people that want to know what's going on in the community, hopefully this will clear things up, because, again, I don't even have all the facts. I'm going to be straight up. I don't have all the facts. I've been trying to sift through it this morning, and wow, it's just ridiculous. I will go on record to say that I think that 95% of everything that Joe says is complete bullshit. I think that she's an absolute commensurate liar. However, the 5% that she has gotten right is like a quagmire. It's being dragged down by the fact that she's not honest, and people are going to use it against her, right? They're going to try to smear her to say, look, you lied about all this other stuff, so how do we trust you now? And there's some validity to that, right? That's some validity to that. But that's where all of us come in and say, wait a minute here. If Joe says something that's true, I will say it's true. If she says something that's false, I will say it's false. The same thing goes for Leslie. Right now, there's some accusations with Leslie. Some of them are true, some of them are not true. I want to be able to sift through them and figure out which. The problem I'm having is there are so many stock accounts from so many people that I don't know who's who. Right? I have people who have been telling me who's who, but I have no firsthand knowledge. But I think Kim and Little Red both have a very good understanding of who's who. I'm not sure if Brandon does or Christ, but I'm going to ask them here in a second. But long story short, what really got me the most was that llya Moon, who's been through so much shit. If you guys remember, and this is one of the reasons why I wanted on the Great Debate Community. I wanted on the Great Community because we had a meeting last time of the community. And so we didn't want to talk about these people any longer, right? We did it as a whole. Now, I have asked permission from Red's Rhetoric. I've asked Mania's permission. I have asked Red's permission, or Little Red's. I didn't ask Sweet because she's not available. I did, but I didn't get a response. But we do things as a community here, right? When it involves certain people in the community, especially people we care about, like Moon. I don't make unilateral decisions on that, right? I try not to, at least, because it's just what I put on my channel is what I put on my channel, but other people involved, especially when it comes to something like Moon, who is unequivocally one of the nicest people we've ever met in the community. I mean, she's done no harm to anybody. She wanted to make a video one time, and people actually went after her and prevented her making a video merely because she associated with me and some other people. It's unacceptable. I mean, they've literally set her threats. It was unacceptable. So we made a video about that on the Great Debate community, which you guys can go. They're not following this because probably a lot of people are going, "What the hell's going on? We don't know anything about this." They can watch it on the Great Debate community channel. I don't remember the name of it. Somebody might be able to find it. But this is kind of a part 2 to that, because recently it has come out that Leslie Bass was basically saying that Moon was lying for saying that her son died. I'm not okay with this. I mean, I'm so vastly not okay with this. I don't even know how to process how not okay I am with this, nor is anybody else, right? And this is not even something that is if she said it, right? I mean, this is facts and evidence, right? This is actually the case. Moon was talking on Little Red's channel a little while ago. In fact, there's 2 videos by Little Red's today. Go check them both out, again, in the video description, where she poured her heart out. But by the way, she didn't have to do. I mean, I told Moon, look, you grieve your way. Nobody tells you how to. Nobody should be able to tell you how to grieve. Nobody. It just doesn't work that way, right? But I wanted to get your guys' input on this to figure out these webs of deceits and sock accounts, because I don't know who's who. I don't know. For example, TT and Adria. It has come full circle back to where they have said that they have multiple fake accounts, and they've been lying to people from day one, right? I mean, TT has been honest about this, supposedly, to Little Red. I haven't talked to TT yet. I'm happy to do so. But when TT, is in a video saying that how a horrible person I am, that what a cyberbully that I am, that that her and Andrea make fake accounts to basically, like for example, Joe made a fake account, ASL I think was the name. And was basically trolling Flossie, who lost a child as well. And I'm like, Joe, how disgusting do you have to be to make a fake account to troll a grieving mother? I don't know how to understand these types of things. And it came out, it was her. I mean, Flossie asked her straight out, "Is this Joe?" And she did admit to it. To Joe's props, she copped to it. But that doesn't alleviate the egregious nature of you trying to mislead a grieving mother by being on a fake account. I mean, and then she says, well, Leslie Bass knew nothing about it. Well, okay, I probably agree with that, right? Again, I'm not going to put anything on Leslie that wasn't the case. Maybe Leslie did not know that Joe was making a fake account to troll Flossie and I. Maybe she didn't. But I do think, based upon what I've heard, that and this is exactly from Joe what she said. I don't want to tell you everything, so you can basically have plausible deniability kind of stuff. You can say that you do nothing about it to keep your hands clean. She was doing the dirty work of Leslie. Now, I will tell you right now, there are certain things I don't tell certain people, including those people closest to me: Cheshire, Reds, Bullinator, even Glenn Williamson, who is my attorney. In fact, none of them know everything for very specific reasons. Only my lawyer does. Will they eventually? Yes, absolutely. Every one of them to trust me, they will know everything. That is my promise to them. But the reason why I haven't told them everything is exactly that. I want them to be able to say with all confidence, Steve has not told me about this. I know nothing about it. I would never ask them to lie for me. Right? But if I'm going to be so honest to say I never want them to lie for me, I'm also going to be honest enough to say I will give you guys my word that I will tell you everything eventually. Right? That's what a friendship does. That's what trust does. Right? There's nothing wrong with that. That's not skepticism to not believe a person that you care about. That's just being an asshole, right? Kawasa 10,001 didn't know Aya's son had passed. I'm so sorry. My deepest condolences. It's been a while. It's been some time. You know what? Let me bring them in here, because it's, again, I don't like talking about this kind of stuff. It just as a parent, I couldn't even imagine what it's like. I would have wanted to try to. It's just hard. And so, our pain goes out to Moon. And by people using that as drama to try to question it, I don't know. But anyways, Christ, you came in. By the way, I don't think have you been in a hangout with me, buddy?
No.
I don't think we ever have we?
Yeah, I don't think so either. No.
I don't remember.
I just met him today in my live stream.
Oh no,
where
he's
he
been in
was-
my live chat. No, he's been in my live chat forever. He's a member of the. I've talked to him a million times in live chat, but I'm just saying I don't think he's ever been in a hangout, has he? On this channel?
No.
No. Okay. So what do you got to add to this? I mean, again, can you kind of explain to people what kind of happened and why we're actually doing this Unleashed?
Okay, I mean, I'll do my best because, in all honesty, like this particular community, I'm not too familiar with. I only really know, like I guess who's at Joe and her camp. I only really know them through llya. But I mean, just from what I heard today, I guess was that it got brought up. What was that on Joe's stream at some point earlier? Like I just got home from work not too long ago, so I'm not sure.
So far, that's
every single thing that
that's
happened.
my understanding as well.
Yes, and so what llya was telling me a bit earlier was that it came up there, and then that's when Lil Red, I guess it was on her channel later. She had that stream, and then llya had gone on that, and that's when she sent me the message saying she was on that channel or on that stream. Because until then, I didn't know what had gone on yet. Obviously, I popped in there quickly, but again, I was at work, so I missed a lot of that. But basically, from the sounds of it, someone, because apparently Joe had apologized and put up that thing in her community tab saying she's going to try and get it off of the, I guess, the replay of the stream, or however she's going to do that. And from what I've heard, she's a very questionable human being. So, but basically, yeah, they put up those comments that those two other people had left. I forget the names off the top of my head, and just saying how basically how she had lied about the passing of her son and all that kind of bullshit.
Yeah, that's my understanding. Golden Unicorn says for 5, I am effing tired of their sick games and harassment, and the only reason I wanted it was okay to give them any attention today was for llya Moon. And that's the same thing. Look, we don't like talking about this stuff. Contrary to popular belief, this is not our thing, right? I mean, and by the way, there's a lot of new content creators coming around. I'm finding content creators all over the place that are kind of the same way. They don't like doing the drama stuff, but they've been having to kind of being sucked into it by various people, right? Yeah, and so I do know these people, and actually they do know people that I know. I tangentially have talked to them before, but we're not in the same communities type stuff. But even there's overlap between them and the situations that we're having, right? But I'm gonna show the actual message. I mean, by the way, there's much more to this. This is just the tip of the iceberg, but I think this is the most egregious. And I'm just gonna lead out with that. But I'm gonna show that this was from Leslie talking about questioning whether Moon actually lost a child or not. Again, any parent and again, I'm not doing this for like, oh, look how bad these people are kind of thing. Leslie, such a horrible human being. I'm trying to say to people, this is the shit that people do in these little, I don't even know what they are. I mean, just groups trying to fame anybody that they can, that they'll go to this length.
And we need a word for that.
Oh man, let me pull this up.
Speaking of new content creators, there was one that was streaming Saturday. The name of it is a bit too complicated for me to get, but he seems like a cool dude. So.
There's a lot of people out there that seem pretty cool. Like I said, I don't know them very well. They've all kind of reached out to me a little bit. But to be honest, I haven't talked to them much. I've actually sent most of them over to Tina or to the commentary account, Without a Crystal Ball's commentary account. Most of them get enough. They don't need much from me. All I told them is, look, if there's anything factual, I'm happy to validate it. But I'm trying to get back to the stuff that I wanted to enjoy doing.
Yeah, the one I know of did talk to you once. Sorry.
That's fine. So let me read this screenshot out. And again, this has all been, as from my understanding, validated stuff. I don't think anybody's even questioned the validity of this stuff. This is from a screenshot from a whole video that actually has much more content to it, which again we'll get into. But Little Red, as I understand, this is Leslie talking to. Is this TT she's talking to, or Tiffany?
I don't know which. There's so much going on my screen. I've got
It just
my
says,
TV
yes,
on.
I remember someone sharing screenshots of Moon saying she lost her son, but the next day on a stream.
No, that's Leslie.
Right. But who's she talking to?
Oh, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, TT. That's TT.
TT. Okay, Tiffany is TT then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the problem. I don't know the players. They have so many fake names and accounts. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you, Steve.
Well, hopefully we
I'm-
can figure it out together then,
I
right?
don't. And me too,
Okay.
because I had to block and private my account because these people came at me so hard that even the rooster. I had never. I may have heard, but I don't recall a lot of these accounts. Like Dom, all of a sudden, I don't remember Dom.
I do remember Dom, and
but
I even said that
I
I'm
had
not
Dom
going to.
blocked.
I would like Dom to talk to me because Dom took my private conversations and made them public, and then twisted them around. I mean, that I don't know why people do this. My private conversations are private, not because there's anything incriminatory. Matter of fact, every time people have shown my private messages, they actually exonerate me. Go figure. But I have a standing rule. If you message me, it stays private. Why can't I get the same respect from somebody else, right?
Why do people not understand that just because it's an online conversation, that it's not just like a telephone conversation or in private face to face? Like, why don't people understand that that's private?
Because they don't have any ethics like that. They don't care, right? And again, what's worse is, not just Dom sharing my private conversations, but she woefully took them out of context and lied about them, straight up lied about them. And I'm like, this is bullshit, right? But so TT says, let me go on. Leslie says, and the next day on his stream, acting like it was a great day, really strange. Never heard anything about how he passed or his arrangements. Nothing. Like, you're privy to that information? Like, does any of your
That's her
business?
business.
I was gonna say, like, first off, whoever these two people are, from what I've heard, there are a couple of losers on the internet. They don't deserve any of that shit.
Well, they think there's a sense of entitlement that, I should know about how they passed or how they arranged it. You know what? No offense. I love Moon a lot. Obviously I'm not in the same standing as you, but you know that I care about her. You know that we as a community care about her. We didn't ask her personal information. Why? Because it's none of our fucking business unless she wants to tell us and unless she wants to talk about it.
Right.
Because I wouldn't want people to ask me
that
personal information if I'm not. It doesn't matter who they are. I don't understand how people don't have the same damn respect.
Well, exactly, and especially, like, it's one thing if maybe you become close friends with someone,
Sure.
on the internet or whatever, but especially some random people she's never even heard of. What the fuck does she owe them?
Yeah, well, that's my point. I could have asked her. I could have, of course. I don't think Moon would have raised an eyebrow about it. But I was like, hey, if she's going through her grief process. Let her do it the way she wants to. I don't have to know details right now. When she's ready, she'll talk about it.
Exactly.
And I
dude.
would also like to say the screen is that new that's right there right now. Who's to say how you handle grief, Leslie?
Well, that's
whoever.
just it. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we all handle grief differently. When my dad passed, I handled it in an odd way. I'm not going to go into details about it, but it just handled it in an odd way, right? I mean, we all handle grief differently. But TT says, right, and who would go into a freaking live stream like that right after her son passed? Also, for a while, she was being super dramatic on Twitter and announcing she was deactivating like every other day. She would put some dramatic message up like, I'm only going to something this for an hour, but I'm leaving. Again, look, when you're grieving and you need to have support, and you have support from the internet, especially the people that you know and you care about probably are from other places, what's wrong with that? I don't even process why they would be thinking the worst, that somebody would lie about losing a son, for God's sake.
Who cares where you get that comfort or that support or that? Who cares where that? Some people have it in real life. Some people don't.
Yeah, and that's just it. And the people I associate with, I know in real life they're the same as online. I mean, like, I guarantee it. Bullinator, Reds, Cheshire, Glenn, these all people I know they're the exact same way in real life. There's just no doubt in my mind. And I met Glenn, personally. But they do say that TT is also too messy, which we figured out. That to me is not surprise. That account is just ridiculous. Even though TT's, I guess, is trying to ask for forgiveness. I don't know. Andrea was the Rooster, which I vaguely remember that account. Oh, did it have an orange rooster on it? Yeah, I don't know. There's so many different accounts. But I would like to ask TT, what the hell, why was she doing this? I don't understand it. I don't get why TT was like basically saying I was like the most horrible person on the planet. She was making these fake accounts like too messy for you, and basically trying to bully people. Like if you didn't agree with her, she would bully you.
Well, I will say I know TT from before I ever went to YouTube. She had her account, and TT came to me weeks ago and admitted her sock account, admitted why she came at me, and she's gonna probably come at me after this for saying her name. I hope she don't, whatever, because we made peace. But she thought I was an account called Katie is a Liar. That's my favorite account on Twitter. I love that bitch. I love her. But when she started on you, and it's no one I knew, and she was defending me so hard on Twitter that even I was in my group, texting everyone in my group DM saying, please y'all, even come to me private and tell me which one of y'all is Katie is a Liar. It wasn't. It was just seriously someone who had been watching and saw and knew that I'm a decent person. I'm not a piece of shit. So TT thought I was Katie is a Liar. So she turned on me with the Too Messy account. But at the same time, she was DMing me from TT as really her, giving me support. Like, how fucked up is that? And I've forgiven her. We've made up, whatever. But if she's still friends with them, that causes me pause.
Yeah, well, people are saying TT is basically still playing a game and laughing about it.
I mean, she may be, because
Amzie says she's not sorry. She just wants to be the big dogs coming for them. Red Steve.
I'm such a forgiving person. I don't want to accuse people. I get, and I have been manipulated my whole life because of it.
Going to Unicorn says $2, so they're trying to make good just before this shit show.
One out of that side.
Yeah, to that side. Look, again, they have so many fake names, and this is what I was hoping Kim would probably go through them.
She's the only one from that side that has come to me and apologized.
Who, TT?
Rooster. Yeah.
Yeah, but but do you really think it's sincere after all the shit that TT has done, all the fake accounts that she has?
I do.
How do you take that seriously?
Because I don't know. Because as soon as when Too Messy was coming at me and I shut down, is when TT DM'd me, and they all left me alone after that. And TT has told me, sorry for telling, but you fucked me over too. That as soon as we talked, she knew that I wasn't really that account, and she felt bad and blah blah blah. They all left me alone when that happened.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think that seems to make sense to me. That there's a correlation there. And by the way, Joan Smith is saying no, Little Red. And by the way, I really, really do trust Joan. I don't know her very well, but she's always, everything she's ever said seems to be true. I mean, seriously, Joan has been right on the money, like, through a lot of this. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know. I'm a pussy. I mean, I'm one of, I said on my last live that I just ended, I'm one of them people that I don't want to believe the bad in anyone. I want to believe I lost something before someone stole it from me. And TT's the only one that came to me and apologized without me saying, even though I knew the whole time she was too messy. I didn't want to believe it, but I knew it.
Let me tell you why that I don't. And by the way, I'm not judging you for accepting an apology. I get it, right? I like to think the positive people as well. But let me run this by you.
And also, time out. And also, I can accept an apology and drop shit. That doesn't mean we're going to be best friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can let shit go. I've done it with Leslie twice now.
All right, so let me ask you this. From Moon for $5. Thank you, Moon. She says, thank you for your support, and Christ Puncher can absolutely speak on what I've gone through and how much stupid this all is. Yes, I definitely Christ Puncher can speak for you. I realize that. And I was saying earlier, I'm not going to speak for Moon. I'm just going to put out what she's already said. That's not speaking for her, but Christ certainly knows Moon better than all of us, right? But let me ask you this, Little Red. So TT went to you and apologized, you said, correct?
Yeah.
Did she come to me and apologize? Did she tell me that she was too messy for you after all the shit that too messy for you was tweeting out against me? Did she ever? I mean, where's the sincerity here? If she goes to you to apologize after all the shitty shit that she tried to blame on me and lie about me about.
I just sent my link. I hope that's okay.
Who?
On Twitter.
I don't know. Did she know? She hasn't come to you?
No, I just found out about, dude, I literally just found about this like today and yesterday kind of stuff. Okay, I'm Moon for $2. Sorry, I have no forgiveness for him. I don't blame Moon at all. I don't have forgiveness for him either, but I like to know the truth.
Because I can't talk. Despite popular opinion, Steve is not my leader, and I do not come to him every day. So for months, we probably went, what, Steve? 2 months and didn't even speak to each other?
Yeah.
And people are saying he controls my life.
Yeah, and by the way, let me put something. A troll was in the live chat. When I said that I knew the fact that the email was real at the time, I believed it was a fact. Yes, I did say that, and
if he didn't believe it, he wouldn't have been.
Yeah, I believed it. I believed for a fact it was real. That was my belief. Right? We all have beliefs, right? I am now in the middle. I don't know whether it was real or not. Right? I mean, I don't have that belief any longer that it was real, but I don't have the belief that it was fake either. I moved to the agnostic position on it. The reason I moved to the agnostic position is because I begged Leslie for ages to send me that email, to forward it to me, right? Why would I want a forwarded email to me that if I had, any... Well, first, I like I said, I believed it was real, right? I fully admit that I believe for a fact it was real. When it came out, there's some issues with it. I wanted her to forward it with me and say, look, I can determine whether this is real or not, right? I made a video on the other channel, the Great Debate Community channel, how to show if an email is real or not, right? And I never got that email forwarded to me, and I realized at that point Leslie was dishonest, right? And say, okay, if she's dishonest, then I don't know what the whole story is. And I tried telling people, look, I don't know any longer about my belief about the email being real or not, right? I changed my position, right? An honest person does, right? So yes, I believe for a fact it was a real email. That's true. I no longer think that. But I don't think it's fake either. I don't know. What I do know is this. I have been vindicated. I have nothing to do with that email. Cheshire had nothing to do with that email, right? That's already been established, well established. So there's a couple different things I think may have happened. I think, and this is my working hypothesis, is that maybe Joe or her husband or somebody made that email and sent it to Leslie without her knowledge, being it fake, trying to convince her it's real, trying to help her out. Because we know this is what Joe does. Joe has absolutely said, I don't want to tell you everything, Leslie, because, I want to keep your hands clean.
That is absolutely what I thought before Joe dropped her video today. And then that little clip made me think, oh, LB actually did make that.
Well, we're going to talk about that. We're going to get more in depth than that, okay? By the way, I hid that troll because they're not honest and locker. They're just when you throw something out and you don't want to actually talk about it.
What was the name?
I don't know. But Golden Unicorn $5 says, I don't believe TT at all. They do what works for best for them. Won't trust them near me with a 10-foot broomstick. That's just me, but you do, you Red. Yeah, again, we don't judge everybody for, look, if you want to believe her, that's fine. But TT had never came to me.
I want to believe the best in the world, even though I don't like people. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it.
Macabre says for $2, could I get a TLDR? Who is Leslie? Who is who is Joe? No, you're going to have to start from the beginning. Sorry, buddy.
Where's Todd?
He's at work.
Yeah, that would take a while.
Hey, what a work. Yeah. Shut up.
But we'll get into that whole email thing. We just want to get into it yet. That's coming up. But I want to get back onto the whole moon thing. But I just wanted to throw that out there that there's some reasons for that. Okay, so anyways, Reg, back to the TT thing. Again, if these people are sincere, there's a whole bunch of people they need to apologize to. And if TD never came to me to apologize and say, look, I was too messy for you. I am so sorry for the shitty things. I'm going to delete all of it. Right? I'm going to delete her, too messy for you videos and stuff like that.
Oh, she didn't. She never told me she was going to delete anything.
Right.
She never,
yeah.
Because I never saw anything that she posted because I blocked her.
Oh, my.
I don't think they doxed anything. I think they just threatened to.
Scuba Steve, I'll give you your wrench back just for this particular hangout in case trolls come by.
Can I have a wrench?
I'm not giving out wrenches.
Just for this one, asshole.
Oh, for this one? Yes.
Whatever.
Yes. Yeah, for this one, sure.
I'm taking your
Listen,
rich
girl.
back from my channel, Steve. No more rich for you.
Well, the only reason I want wrenches is because people impersonate me. But I tell you what, Little Red, I will give you a moderator that you can keep, okay?
Oh, I love you. Thanks.
I
Thanks,
am-
boo.
But I really wish Kim could join us because she really knows these accounts, like the unveiling the mask.
Why can't she?
She was at work, isn't she, or something? She said.
Loud baby.
So who else were these? Who are these fake accounts? Okay, look, we know TT was on.
Rooster is Adrena.
Rooster's Adrena. Okay, that came out. And who's the unveiling the mask of Kim?
Leslie Bass was unveiling the mask of who? Someone hit it. Tell us. I can't remember.
I thought it was
Lauren,
Kim.
I think. It was either Kim or Lauren.
Wow.
It wouldn't have been Lauren.
And who was unveiling the mask of McBoomer?
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know that I've seen the answer to that one, Steve.
Oh, I've seen it. I just don't remember it. I think it was Adria.
My memory sucks.
Yeah.
I'm terrible.
But I mean, all these people have all these fake accounts, right? I mean, all these fake accounts.
Yeah.
Why? What you got to ask yourself. I mean, Lauren. They said it was Lauren. And a perfect example is like, look, you know, Amzi.
They said, wait. They said who was Lauren?
The unveiling the mask of Lauren was Leslie Bass. They said.
Okay, because
And that's according to Kim, and I trust her
Lauren
explicitly.
or something.
Joe
no.
was McBoomer. Kim says. Okay.
Unveiling the mask of Lauren was LB. That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay, so I mean, people are aware of this
Is that still an
stuff.
active account?
I don't know.
Does anyone know?
I don't
that still
follow
an
them,
active
so I don't know
account?
if they're active now or not.
What account?
I have no idea.
Unveiling the mask of Lauren, Leslie's sock. Is that still?
Oh no, and I didn't see that one.
But all
I
this
haven't
information is
seen
coming
that.
out of all these fake accounts these people are having. And by the way,
So-
this is why they wanted to shut
They
Joe
got
down, because
deleted.
Joe had all the dirt, right? And now they have to
You
discredit
might
her.
have to go slow mode, Steve.
I don't want to use slow mode.
I don't either, but damn.
Is it going too fast,
read-
really?
No, and maybe it was because I just got there and it just went.
Yeah, just scroll back.
Yeah.
But she says Joe was Steve's minions. I don't remember that account. But I wanted to mention something real quick because Amzi Beloved was a perfect example of, you know, somebody who had misinformation. We worked it out. I said we're going to go back to neutral, and you know what? She's done nothing since then to violate that neutrality. Right? Nothing that I've seen, at least. You know, so it is possible if people are honest and they say, "Look, you know, I had some misinformation. I want to ask you about something, or you know, I want to reset." I'm pretty well most of the time going to be cool with that, right? Until
So
they give you a reason not to.
sweet little Leslie is still active on unveiling Lauren, and she hasn't even bothered to change that name. That's so jack the hell up.
And by the way, if you're not on Twitter, follow us on Twitter because I mean, a lot of people may not know exactly what we're talking about. Again, I really wish we had done this on the other channel, but whatever.
I'll send my Twitter link right now.
Yeah, send your Twitter link, would you please? I'll send mine in a second here.
What? I retweet the horrors every time I get it, so I'm gonna be retweeting
It's so sad that I can remember my Twitter link, which is like Sweet Pea and like 8 digits that don't have anything to do with a bank account, and I can still remember it.
Amici says Joe was the Steve McRae impersonation account, and towards y'all, I'm still a drama bitch. Laugh my ass off. No, there's more than one Amzi. No, there was a lot of
we've talked
impersonation
about
accounts.
this, girlfriend. Back away, and let your channel grow. I love you.
Yeah, there's a lot of impersonation accounts. So we're not talking about parody accounts. We're talking full on impersonation accounts. All right, so I think we've kind of said what we need to say on this. Brandon, you got something you want to add, and then we can go on a little bit to something else with Leslie that I wanted to bring up.
Are we playing? I have a question. Are we playing this video that y'all have downloaded? Why?
Just there's no reason to. I don't want to get it. There's no chance of a copyright strike because you don't know. I don't trust any of these
There's
people.
enough commentary. Well, can I
I
get
care.
it?
No,
so
I care.
can-
I'll fair use it. It's just not the. There's no reason to, right? I mean,
So can you send it to me so I can? Because
yeah, I told you how to
my
get it.
subs,
Manya has it. Just ask her for the link. She'll give it to you.
I promised my subs that that's
Yes.
what my next live was going to be, and then the bitch hit it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, and I will come on your channel and I'll do commentary with you on it. Perfectly fine. But I only
My
downloaded the
boo.
audio. I thought I had the whole thing, but I only got the audio of it. I messed up.
Well, there was a lot of video that you needed.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
Mrs.
Joey
Manya.
D was supposed to be downloading it, but I can't get up with him.
Yeah, she has to give you access to the link. It's on her Google Drive.
Who?
Manya.
Oh yeah.
That's what I keep saying. Mrs.
maybe
Manya,
I
she
should
has it on the Google Drive. She has to give you access to it.
Maybe I should hop over to Joe's DMs and say, "Bitch, since you doxed me today to one of my friends, can I get that private video link?" She doxed me to
Well, is it
someone.
private or unlisted? Private,
It's
you know.
private.
Well, private doesn't matter then.
She needs to make it
unlisted.
unlisted and give me the damn link.
Yeah, that's a
See,
yeah.
she-
If it's unlisted, you can play it.
Since she doxed me today after she's been apologizing for 3 fucking days, how are you going to send someone my private information?
Yeah,
My
that was kind of a
birthday.
BS thing too.
I was so mad I started crying on my live while ago. Like, what the fuck?
But again, this is what Joe does. Joe is the dirty work person, right? Trying to and this is why I think she thinks the worst of everybody. This is why she's came after me and thought the worst of me, when everything she said about me is complete bullshit, because she's so used to doing dirty work stuff. And I'm not trying to discredit her. I'm not trying to say, look, the things she said about me aren't true because she's a piece of crap. That would be a fallacy, right? That's clearly a genetic fallacy. But the fact remains is that she has a history of trying to do this to people, and her making fake screenshots or trying to and I'm sorry, Leslie knew about this. She admitted that she kind of was talked about it. She seemed to say, look, I know about this, but they were trying to make it appear that Kim was was saying things in, wait, they were making it appear Kim, the screenshots about Leslie's nephew was done by Kim. That's what that Joe wanted to make it appear like, right? Is that correct?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so the way I understood it, Joe had got
I
with
sent you the link, Manya.
Joe had got with Brittany and said, will you help me try to make this sound like this comes from Kim? And Brittany's saying, well, you need to be less English, kind of thing, right? I had to go check something real quick. And they're basically trying to frame Kim, right? Which again, who does this?
Shit for a human being. That's what.
Definitely. Well, am I okay? I'm not interrupting. Oh,
No, go ahead.
what's going on? Okay, first of all, I woke up to this actually. This had just happened, and I just got the notification in my DM. Joe, is that woman that had the elephant fucking blanket behind her at one time? I'm not sure. If that's the same person we're talking about, yeah, she's a piece of shit. She's done some fucked up shit. Yeah, that's all, and I think it is. Yeah. What about it? Yeah, I don't know details. I wish I did, but
I don't.
I don't.
I don't know.
It's. I don't know what to say. I don't know. My reaction was I give all my thoughts to llya, and yeah, it's fucked up shit. I can't put it in words how fucked up it is.
Yeah, Hi, Moon.
It is.
Hello.
Oh, I'm unveiling the mask. I DM'd her and she'll be in soon, I think.
So I'm not going to stay too long because, like I told you earlier, we have a new show premiering on our channel in about an hour and 20 minutes. So Bull is producing it. So, of course, we'll have to hop in here soon to work with him on getting the rest of it set up. But I just wanted to hop on real quick because I wanted to kind of give a final statement on the screenshot about me.
Yes.
And give Punchy an opportunity to give a final statement before we head over to our channel to do our thing. I will tell you, Steve is absolutely right. It's nobody's business what my arrangements were. or how I grieved. What I can tell you is Punchy, Cross Puncher in the chat, was with me the night that it happened.
Yes.
And he was with me for several weeks afterwards when it comes to what I had to go through during that time.
Yeah.
I did not stream the next day. Matter of fact, I didn't even tell the iNetwork, which was the channel in the group I was a part of at that time. Punchy did. Punchy reached out to them to tell them what was going on, because I didn't even in that moment have it in me to talk to anybody. So I'm not even the one who reached out to anyone to tell them. Punchy did. I ended up on a group chat with them the day after or 2 days after, but it was not a live stream, to where we just chatted and talked about what had happened and what was going on, and that, you know, this is what I was going through, and the network as a whole wanted to express their condolences and be there for me. Amy Hogan, which at that time on the iNetwork I was sharing, being the commentator like she does for them on Fridays and Saturdays, where she reads out super chats and does that stuff. She took over for the nights that I was supposed to do it, and she did it without question. As time went on and we were able to get together as a family and spread his ashes, you know, that was something very important to me. And the only people who have seen pictures from that moment in my life is Punchy. Punchy has seen all of it.
No one should be privy to that information.
No.
Exactly.
Llya, that is your life. That is your private. Fuck them.
Why do these people
Right.
think they're so entitled to that? I mean, like, again, I'm not trying to use me as an example, but I have stuff going on that I cannot make share right now, right? And I don't intend to, no matter how much I love the person. You know, I don't. It's none of their fucking business.
Exactly.
And there's specific reasons. But you know what? They care about me enough to know there's reasons, and they trust me. Same thing with Moon. If Moon doesn't want to share something, there's reasons for it. Nobody should give a shit otherwise.
No.
Exactly. Like Steve, he's told me some stuff. And then there's stuff that he hasn't told me, and I don't ask because it's his business, and it'll all come out in the wash.
But the difference is, you know, the stuff that we don't tell you is nothing negative. It's not like we're trying to hide anything, right? That's the difference. This other group, everything they do is negative. Of course, they have to be shady.
I don't want to know everything. I don't need to know everything about other people's lives. And I'm sorry, but Leslie Bass, TT, Britters, Adria, Joe, y'all don't know me like that. Y'all have no right to know what's going on in my life. Y'all don't have a right to know how I went through my grieving process, which actually still is not done, and it'll never be completely done.
It will never be done.
No way. No.
I'm still in grief counseling every Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. I meet with my counselor for grief counseling. I am still dealing with the emotional effects of loss. And, you know, to have to go through this yet again, it is, you know, when you throw things like that out there into the universe, it affects people in a different way. And for me, this is one of those situations where I'm taking my power back. You're not going to
Amen.
control my narrative, and you're not going to break me down. Punchy and I have an absolutely great channel that we are growing. We broke 500 subs. I am not going to lose my happy today. I am not going to lose what we are accomplishing. And I am going to enjoy the premiere tonight and the celebration of those subs.
Woohoo!
And I've learned through the process of grieving and counseling that it is okay for me to smile. It is okay for me to still laugh. It is okay for me to still be
Okay. It's okay for you to be okay.
It's okay for me to be okay, and it's okay for me to not be okay sometimes. But
Absolutely.
I have more support, honest support with real people who genuinely love me in my pinky than these bitches will ever have, because they are conniving and manipulative, and you are, and you surround yourself with what you are. And I am so grateful that I didn't get to know any of you like that, and that the people who are in my corner are the people of integrity, honesty, patience, kindness, and love. And you will never, ever have the privilege of knowing that part of me, knowing the good part of me, or privy to seeing the good part of me, because you have now cut that and burned that bridge to the ground. And I'm fine with that. But I will tell you, though, is keep my name out your damn mouth, or I'm about to go real Southern on you, and you don't want me to do that.
Go to Manya says for 5. They're judging other people while being flawed themselves. Surprise! How small they must feel about themselves. Well, and I agree with that. I think that they don't have people in their lives that they can rely on, or be. Look, when we tell each other stuff, we assume we all tell each other the truth.
Steve,
but yeah,
half of these women are married with families.
Yeah.
So what's the fucking problem?
I don't know, except for the fact that when that
I'm
whole group.
single. I'm a single empty nester. I've got a kid that lives here, but he's with his girlfriend half the time, and my other one's living somewhere else with his baby on the way. I'm an empty nester. I work and I come home. I'm on the internet. I don't go to the bars. I'm not all up in people's shit causing.
But they're T channels. They're drama. That's they have to have that drama.
I have a T channel.
But here's the thing: you don't look for the worst in people, right? You know, if we tell you something,
I look for the best.
We're telling you the truth. In that crowd with Leslie and Joe and TT, they all don't trust each other probably, because they all know they lie. So they all look what's happening with Joe and Leslie now. You knew that. Did I not say they're going to throw each other on the bus at some point?
Yeah.
I'm not even sure why they have
did.
fans.
Because it was a matter of time, because they don't trust each other. And I also said Joe's got a lot of dirt. So what happens when Joe has all that dirt come out? Leslie's going to try to discredit her, which she's trying to do successfully in some ways, because Joe should be discredited, because most of what Joe says is a lie, 95%. But the problem is that 5% that she came up with a day, most of it was true, except for the fact that Leslie did not admit to faking the email. That Joe obviously manipulated. That was bullshit.
I told you earlier, if there's information that is detrimental for myself or others to know, my DMs are open on Twitter. You are welcome to come and say what you need to say. But in the interim, when it comes to the screenshot conversation, I want this conversation to be closed after this. I know that Joe has put it out into the universe, and I'm sure I will still hear rumblings of it here and there. But at the end of the day, fuck you, Leslie Bass and TT, for making fun of the loss of my child. And as far as I'm concerned, you are the scum of the earth, and you do not deserve my forgiveness. So don't even try to apologize. It will not be received.
Exactly.
I think that's for most people have that sentiment. Atheist pastor.
So fair.
He says
So
for
fair.
5, you don't owe anybody anything. You're an awesome person. Anybody who thinks otherwise can get stuffed.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But with that said,
All right. With that said, you will send it. By the way, we'll end this before your premiere, and I'll send all the people over to go watch your premiere. And it's up to you.
and Punchy, what did you want to say?
I was gonna say, yeah, and before we do kind of wrap up this whole thing that we should never talk about again, yes, I was there. I've seen it. It happened. And yeah, the people, I don't know all your names, all your sock accounts, and quite frankly, I don't give a shit, but you're all bottom-feeding pieces of shit, and go fuck yourselves.
Amen, brother.
And I think a lot of us will agree, because we've been saying this for a long time, and I'm glad it's coming out. Not in this way. Look, I think it sucks that that Moon had to find out about the shit. There's no possible way that that was any good to her.
Llya, I'm so glad you found such a great person in your life.
She's pretty cool, but yeah.
Hugs. And no Clockwork Rest. I don't only read super chat. I read many comments.
I have many good people in my life.
I was talking about your boyfriend.
All you have to do is
though.
at me, and I'll read your comment. You have to at me so I can see it come up yellow. That's all.
Punchy is a sweetie, and he definitely helps balance me. And so I'm grateful to have him in my life as well.
I'm glad you have him.
And I'm also very grateful for Steve and Amy Hogan in the chat. Amy Hogan is
Amy!
one of my.
I saw that.
She is so cool.
I flipped out.
It could be
She
it could be
is
just her
one of the
accent.
most
Her
genuinely sincere people on the planet.
Yeah.
Godless Scummer, Jeff, one of my greatest friends. I adore him. I have so many people in my corner that love me, know me, respect me, and are here for me. I am extraordinarily fortunate. So I do not take any of that for
Jeff
granted.
is awesome. I was hanging. I got to hang out with Jeff the other day on Atheist Pastor Channel. It's fun.
Oh, I love Atheist. I love Chris too.
Yeah.
Chris is one of my favorite people.
Isn't it? Wait, isn't it kind of odd? We all kind of gravitate to people that are actually decent human beings, and we all kind of shun the people that do all this duplicitous shit. But on the other side, all the duplicitous people hang out together and talk shit about all the good people.
Right.
Okay.
It's insane.
Whatever.
Well, Punchy and I hope to see you guys in about an hour over on Sit Down with the Debunkers. I know that Steve has put a link to our premiere in his description.
And in the live
Please
chat.
come and join us. It is going to be so much fun. It's a premiere of a new show on our channel, and we're going to do the announcement of our new sub count, and just it's going to be a good night. So come check us out after this. And love you, Steve.
Love you
You know
too.
I love you. And Brandon, so good to visit with you again. Little Red,
Yeah.
I adore you, and I will talk to you guys later.
I love you. Ilya. I love
Yes.
you.
Yes. Yeah, you guys are all awesome and amazing, and hope to see you all there.
Yep. We will send everybody over there. Like I said, we're not going to go
I'll
too
be
long
there.
on this because there's just not a lot to go over. Because I just want people to be aware. Go if you want details on this. Go check out Red's channel, Little Red. Go check out her channel. She's going to be talking about this. I'm not.
We'll
But
to that and a whole bunch more.
I'm not going to interrupt Ilya's new shit tonight because I want to be there, but I'm going to hop on a live right here shortly as soon as this ends until she starts. So
my
let's
point.
join.
I want to make it very clear, Little Red, before you go on. My point is this, though. I'm not doing this for the drama. I'm not doing it for the super chats. I'm not doing it for any of that shit. I don't want to deal with any of this stuff. I just want the information out there. But I want the information to be correct. And I want you and your channel to succeed. And if you want to be the T channel that disseminates all this stuff and have 2,000 views at a time, God bless you. I support you wholeheartedly. I just want to go back to my normal routine, my caffeine corner, my science, my over and under. I love those stuff. I don't want to do the tea. I never did tea. I don't want to have to address this drama stuff, but I will do it every so often, every couple months. This is my one and done. But I do tell everybody, I recommend go over to Little Red's channel. She's going to be taking over and all that because I don't want the drama. And anybody who says I do this drama can go suck.
I don't love
I don't care.
I don't love the drama.
No, I know you
that's just what it's been about the last week.
Right.
I just like
but
to
you
hang
want
out.
to talk about it, and I'm fine with that, right? I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to deal with it. But this today was so egregious that I just could not sit back and have this done to one of my friends because it happens to all the people I know, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of people that I care about constantly getting shit on and dragged by people that are just the bottom of the barrel of YouTube. It's beyond my comprehension of why people take any of these people seriously. They know they lie to them. They know they've smeared me. They know they've smeared Kim. They've smeared Red. They've smeared Little Red. They've smeared Cheshire. They've smeared Bullinator. Bullinator of all people. I mean, how low do you got to go to be going to Bullinator?
Yep.
So again, I'm done with it.
They can all eat shit.
I'll do these every so often if there's something like today, but I want people to go over to your channel and you have it all, man. I don't want it.
I love you, Steve.
I love you too. All right, so let's wrap this up unless you got anything else. We talked, this one recap on the email thing. So how it's been established that Cheshire and I had absolutely no knowledge of that email. I begged Leslie Bass for that email for ages. She sent her entire sycophant army after me saying, stop harassing Leslie for the email.
I think that's pretty clear now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And so I did.
But there are still people that will argue that because
I
there's
don't
still
think so. I don't think
No,
that's
no,
even-
no.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
Fucking
There,
idiot.
Really?
there are still people
Fucking
on that
idiot.
side that will say it doesn't matter what the truth is for some people.
Okay, fair enough. But I think it's pretty well established. But
Oh yeah, the truth is out there now.
whether the email is true or not, I don't know. I just don't know. But I will tell you this: Leslie Bass, for a fact, told me she would forward me that email to exonerate her and myself, and she failed to do so. And then try to throw me under the bus
Yep.
for it.
Yep.
That's it.
Hold on, part of it.
That is my only really main issue with Leslie Bass. That she never apologized for that. That she doubled and tripled down on that.
#, you were right, Steve.
Yeah, it gets old.
She was like,
But I mean, and it's so funny because she did exactly what I said she was going to do. She was going to wait it out, and I hope that people forgot about it. Right? But
And
I
they
mean,
didn't.
of course they didn't, because
But what's funny is because what's the funniest is they didn't forget about it because of her and her secret DM and her drama.
oh yeah, somebody even says, Steve, I saw you beg LB for the email on IG months ago. Yeah, I was actually in her IGs begging for it. And did you see her audience's response to that? They were trying to vilify me, and I was trying to help LB. Matter of fact, I've had people tell me, "Hey, Steve, we told Leslie for her not to trust you and not to send you the email. And we apologize for that." Right? A couple people have said that. So if this was the case, if Leslie said, "Okay, I don't trust Steve to send him an email, but I have to have this email validated," there could have been 1,000 other people she sent it to. Bulletin him. He could have done it. He's not going to lie for anybody. But that's my biggest beef, is that Leslie knew that the email was in question, whether it was real or not, is that she would not send it to me. And I'm not going to forgive her for that. I mean, she would have to beg for my forgiveness on that. Literally beg and issue a full apology on everything that she's ever done before I'd even consider to tell my audience that I forgive her. And if she did that, maybe I would consider it. I mean, I want to think the best, like Little Red does, and I think Little Red, you probably agree with me on this. I know Kim probably doesn't, but
I do.
But try to see the best in people.
well, no, I was going to say that I know you agree with that part, but I think you also agree that there's a potential that maybe when Leslie Bass got started in all this, she had good intentions, but then she got with the wrong shitty people, Joe and some other people, and they convinced her to do some shady shit, and she just didn't know how to get out of it. And when it came to the email, when she probably found out if it was fake, she didn't know how to deal with it. She didn't know how to come clean. And then she doubles and triples down. Or the email's real. One or the other.
Yeah.
But do you think that's possible? Maybe Leslie, when she started, maybe was a decent person, but because she's been hanging out with people like Joe?
No. I absolutely think that Leslie was a decent person. I think that she's got a bunch of trolls.
Filling,
and that money and that fame. I don't even like calling it fame. It's YouTube. What the fuck?
But it's kind of like no.
A little bit of following. I mean, we all have. You know, look, I've said this before. None of us are public people, but we're public persons, right? We're not public figures, but we're people in the public. Our lives are public, right? That doesn't make us public figures, by the way.
Yeah.
But
okay. Yeah.
But real quick, because of that, we have a responsibility to our audience. I have told people straight out, look, if you think that I've lied, especially if you can find that I've lied, just
Come to me.
sub for me. Stop being a Patreon. Stop being a fan. I would expect no less. Why do you think that I am hyper honest as I am? Right? Because I care about my subs. I care about my Patreons.
And you still get called a liar.
And I still get called a liar, even though everything I've said is the god honest fucking truth. Look at the whole non sequitur court case shit. Oh my God, have I been spot on with that?
It's fucked up. It's really bad the way you have been done, Steve.
By the way, Kim's totally disagreeing with me. Kim's like, no, Leslie was bad from day one. And by the way, I don't think I'm sharing too much personal information to say that Kim's thought this way, right? I mean, Kim and I disagree with this, and we're allowed to disagree. It's like anybody who gives you this narrative, you can't disagree with me, is trying to blow smoke up your ass. I actually like.
That's the thing. Everyone says if you disagree with Steve, he'll block you. No, motherfucker.
Because they want people to think that. They really, honest to God, do.
He loves a disagreement. That's his thing.
Yes, because if you disagree, I have a chance to change your mind, or your chance to change my mind.
He is not my leader, dude.
But the fact that Kim and I disagree on that just shows we have different viewpoints on it. Doesn't mean I'm right or she's right.
I might boss Steve
She's
around
like,
once in
you're
a while.
wrong. All right, block Kim. Block Kim, please.
He's done it before.
We have a block on the table. Block him. I'm just kidding. I love you, Kim. Kim, I gotta tell you, Kim has actually thanked me for standing behind her, but at the same time, I'm like, why would I ever not? Kim has never given me a reason to doubt her ever on anything.
No.
And when
I
people give
haven't
me no
either.
reason to doubt them, Brandon hasn't ever given me a reason to doubt.
No.
Little Red has never
Little
given me a reason to
Red?
doubt. 95% of the people I shoot with has never given me any doubt whatsoever to doubt them. And if I did have an issue, I'd just go to them. I'd just say, hey, what's up with this?
Hey y'all, I got permission from my dude from Florida to use his song as my intro. So Steve,
Oh, yeah.
I need you
Dude.
to use that song in an intro with some graphics.
Oh, I'll see what I can do. Yeah, I heard you got permission. That's really cool. Yeah.
That's awesome. But I also need to add him into my in the description.
I thought didn't Joan Smith at one time, wasn't she like? And by the way, I fully trust her now because she's been honest.
At one time, she was not on our side.
She was one. Yeah, that's what I thought. She was not on our side at one time, but then she figured stuff out and came to our side, which again is
Everyone
great.
had to figure shit out.
There's a lot of stuff to figure out.
Over half of us at one time, and never me, but over half of us at one time had to just figure shit out.
All right, so do this. We're going to wrap this up because it's at the hour mark now. Go over, if you have any follow-up to Little Red's channel. Make some playlists of Little Red stuff. Kim especially. You have really outdid yourself in diving into some of the stuff of who's who. And I know you make videos for it, but make a playlist for yourself as well. I recommend everybody make playlist and just get the playlist and support everybody else's playlist out there. If I see a playlist for somebody, send it out there. That way all the stuff's out there because I don't want to have to go through this all the time. I mean, I haven't talked about it really since January until today. It's been since January.
It's been a bit.
Yeah,
It's been a little bit.
And I hate, again, people are going to say, oh, look, Steve's going after Leslie Bass. No, I'm not. Matter of fact, I'm actually saying Leslie Bass got screwed by Joe in some ways. Right? But that doesn't exonerate her from all the shitty shit she did know about with Joe.
Shitty shit.
Right? So my thing to Leslie is all she has to do is come clean. If she would just be honest, no matter how bad the truth is, no how bad it is, be 100% honest. And if she is 100% honest, and I know she's being honest, I will tell you right now, I will try my best to forgive her, and I will even try to support her. If and only if everything she just lays it all out that she's about everything, just regurgitates the truth. Because if right now, her and Joe look really bad. And I much rather have Joe's nonsense. Joe's the dirty work person. So I'd much rather have Joe being exposed for all the horrific things she has done to everybody in this community than Leslie, to be honest with you. And I know people are probably going to disagree with that. But I got no issue with Leslie other than the fact she lied to me about the email. That's my personal beef with her. So she has no reason to go after me, right? None. She really doesn't. But I'm trying to be charitable. I'm trying to be... This is the best way to resolve everything. Leslie, if you ever watch this, come clean. Tell me why you never sent that email to me. Tell us all the fake accounts you've ever had. Tell us all the fake accounts that Joe ever had, that TT ever had, Andrea. Just throw them on the bus if that is going to be the case to do the truth, because that's the only way people are ever going to never stop talking about this from everybody else. It's just they're never going to stop. And I told you this. They're never going to stop because people want to eventually get the truth, right? And by the way, again, I actually supported Leslie and I wanted to help her. I was the one person that would have helped her. But anyways,
Absolutely.
it's a shame she didn't listen to me. It really is. Yeah.
Well, she's got them blind followers.
Yeah, whatever. I again, I don't want to make anything personal because I have nothing personal against Leslie. It's just I think that I went
I don't either.
I went on my
and
way to help her, and she really burned me. And it wasn't like she was
look.
obligated to me. She's like, oh well, Steve helps you, you're obligated to him. No, you're not obligated to me. Everybody that I expect to have around me, I expect to tell the truth. That's not an obligation. That's a moral duty. Just be honest.
I made peace with Leslie.
Twice, I think, didn't it?
Yeah, at least. I apologized twice. I hate apologizing, but I did.
All right. Well, I got it out of my system, and if anything, Moon was able to have people around her that supported her when she saw this kind of stuff today, because I couldn't imagine what she went through. Can you imagine seeing that? What you would feel? It just no words. So, anyways, if you guys got any questions, message me directly. Message Little Red. I'm happy to answer any of your questions. I really am. If you're an honest interlocutor, if you're a troll, I'm just not going to waste my time.
I'm setting up my live now if anyone wants to come chat.
Your link is in the video description, so everybody who's watching, go sub to Little Red. I will be going back to my normal routine, hopefully now. And I apologize for this not being on the Great Debate Community channel, which it should have been. That's where we talk about this kind of stuff, not on my main channel. It is what it is. But we will have Over and Under on Wednesday, and that's be pretty fun. Okay? Good night, guys.